The Tomahawk Steak is every steak lover's dream. If you want to see an easy, surefire way to make it, it's coming up right now. Welcome back, Jason Ganal, GQue BBQ, and I'm excited about the cook today. Meet the Tomahawk Steak. This is the granddaddy of them all. This tomahawk's never going to get confused with the petite filet. This is coming in at a whopping 3 inches thick. It's what sets apart the Tomahawk Steak from the other steaks, the thick cut and the long French bone. You will surely overpay for this presentation at a steakhouse. Therefore, I recommend you source the steak from your favorite butcher or meat market and cook this at your house. So the tomahawk is the ribeye cut attached still to the bone. On the top end up here where the bone is exposed, that would be a beef rib. If you're doing a tomahawk, then you're all about decadence. So you gotta go high end. You gotta go a minimum of prime. If you can get your hands on a Wagyu, go for it. You won't regret it. Your pocketbook might, but your belly won't. Before we even light the grill, let's get the steak seasoned up. This is a big cut of meat, so it needs a lot of seasoning. The first thing I'm gonna do is put on some kosher salt, nice and thick. Pat that in. Don't forget about the sides. They need loving too. Next, I'm putting on some fresh cracked black pepper. I'm gonna let that sit for about 30 minutes as I light the charcoal and allow the grill to come up to temperature. To prepare the roasted garlic, we're gonna go ahead and cut and expose about 1/4 of the inch on the top of the garlic clove. So we get nice clean cut exposing all the garlic. If you cut over here, it's not gonna be clean. You're gonna get something that looks like this. And it's not gonna properly expose the top pieces of the garlic. I like to use a muffin tin to hold the garlic. It makes it easy to transport and it allows the garlic to just cook in olive oil. Be sure to coat all of the garlic, including the outside of the skin. Season with salt and pepper and a little GQue BBQ the rub. I also like to use a little fresh thyme. The best place to roast off this delicious garlic is on the grill if you have the room. However, because of the long bone on the tomahawk and the small surface area in the PK, I don't have room to roast off the garlic, so I'm gonna take it upstairs into the oven. 40 to 45 minutes at 400 degrees. So the tomahawk's been sitting out for about 30 minutes. You can notice a lot of that salt has been absorbed by the meat, so we're gonna apply another layer of seasoning. The other benefit of letting it sit out for 30 minutes is the steak starts to come up to room temperature. This is gonna help ensure a more even cook. I'm gonna add some steakhouse seasoning, very similar to a Montreal steak seasoning, to give it that old classic steakhouse flavor. Use whatever you like. There is absolutely nothing wrong with just going salt and pepper. How do you like to season your steaks at home? Let me know down in the comments. I love seeing all the great ideas and tips you share. I'm also gonna add a light coat of garlic powder. I love the garlic at every level. What can I say? I'm a big fan of garlic. That steakhouse seasoning is gonna create a beautiful, flavorful crust all around this thick tomahawk. We've got the PK grill set up for 2-zone cooking. We're gonna cook the tomahawk steak low and slow till it reaches an internal temperature of about 115 degrees. And then we'll sear it off over the hot coals to bring it up another 10 to 12 degrees. And then while it rests, it will carry over about 3 degrees to get to our perfect target temperature of right around 130 to 132. This bone, because it's over the hot coals, is gonna get dark quick. I'm gonna let some color build up on it, and I'm gonna wrap it in aluminum foil. For airflow setup on the PK, down below I got the right valve open, the left valve closed, and up on top I'm gonna open up the left valve and keep the right one closed. So the heat is gonna come up over the tomahawk and out. In order to ensure even cooking, about every 8 minutes I'm gonna rotate the steak. You can see because that bone is so close to the fire, it's starting to get dark. I'm gonna let it get a little more color underneath here, and then I'm gonna wrap it in foil. I do declare you have not lived up to your full potential until you take deep inhalations of roasted garlic. To make our steak butter, I have unsalted butter Gonna add our garlic paste and some GQue BBQ the rub. We're ready for my favorite part, the sear. While it sears, I'm gonna baste it in that garlic butter. It's gonna do two things. It's gonna give tremendous flavor to the crust, but as that garlic butter drips down to the coals, it's also gonna create a flame and a hotter grilling surface to create that delicious crust and texture we're going for. Put a nice thick layer of the garlic butter on there while it rests. And that will all get absorbed in and continue to develop a delicious crust. Tomahawk is all about decadence. Pour yourself your favorite, juiciest red wine. If wine doesn't sizzle your bacon, let me know down in the comments below. What's your favorite drink when enjoying a savory tomahawk? So I'm gonna take the roasted garlic from the barbecue butter and set that off to the side for now. The tomahawk's done resting and ready to cut into. If you're looking for an item to pair this tomahawk with, look no further than grilled lobster tail. I show you the easiest and best way to do it. I'll put a link to that video down below. The meat around the bone is always my favorite part. Now for my favorite part, the taste test. First thing I do after I slice up this tomahawk is pour some of that garlic butter over it. Keep in mind, this is a decadent, over-the-top experience. The next thing I like to do is get some of that garlic paste and put that into a slice, wrap it up, and put it to bed. I'm a big fan of garlic and beef. No doubt about it, the best bite I've made on this channel, bar none. If that looked good, if that's something you want to try, give me a thumbs up. Check out that grilled lobster tail video. Jason Ganal, GQue BBQ, and I'll see you on the next one.
That was the best bite right there.